Okay, so now I'm just gonna finish painting this. Paint Jeremiah.
See, I never found the silver, but I found the blue.
Gray, it is the same as, just give me gray. Okay, now we're gonna clean up the brush. We can get the white out. So I'm gonna throw that out because I don't want it getting like the,
There you
thank you.
go. Uh huh.
Never even used this yet and getting paint on it. Alright. Put a little bit on my brush. And I did pick up the wrong brush. But I'm gonna try to make this one work until I get to the bottom. Okay, put that back in there and get this little fine brush here. It's got smaller bristles. So I can get around them curves up here, the bow. And I shake too much too. I'm gonna get it perfect. Okay, so now we're going to wait till that dries so I can paint the bow. And now we're gonna paint the present. Now I am going to make it quit. Sasha. Alright, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. And this is the ribbon part on the present. And I'm painting right here. And I am gonna. Sorry for my dogs. Once again, they hear anything and they're barking. So anyway, I decided to paint the circles gray as well. Get a little bit more on my brush. Okay, now I'm going to clean that brush. Now we are going to paint it. Okay, I thought we were done painting with the gray, but we wasn't. The bow was got to be. It's okay. We'll do that last. I'm gonna go around these circles very easily. Try to. way the only thing we are getting blue is the outer sides of it, of their circles. Try to make the wrapping paper blue and gray. 'Cause that is the colors of our decor. Blue, silver, blue, gray, same color. Sorry, I had to get my nose. Ain't that much more to go, and then our Mod Podge should be dry as well. Alright. Now, I do gotta touch up a little bit right here. I'm gonna try to wipe some of that paint off. There we go. Clean my brush again. That's not what I did. Gotta clean up the brush just because it did touch the blue. And we're gonna paint our bow. And our bow is matching the ribbon that is on the present. And I'm gonna set it off to the side to dry. Now we're gonna do our bow that's on the Candy King, which I'm gonna just do it in blue because that is the paint I've already got out. Might as well not waste all of it. And we're gonna let that dry. Move the paint out of the way because I don't think we're gonna need the paint anymore. We're gonna set this stuff up on the side to dry, and yes, my podge is dry. So now what we're gonna do, alright, so now I'm gonna take the knife and I'm going to cut on the edge. Okay, I'm gonna try this one. That one just did not want to, it wanted to rip the napkin. Ah, I see what happened. Some of it got Mod Podge to the side of the board. See right there, got Mod Podge to it, so it didn't want to come up. I'm going to take some sandpaper there. See if I get some of that to loosen up there. And I can fix it. There we go. It's a little bit better. Now, I am going to take my pair of scissors and try to cut a piece. No, I didn't want it long enough, did it? Right here, just a little piece. And what I'm gonna do, put a little bit on my brush, and we're gonna dab it up in there. And while you're dabbing it up in there, you go ahead and seal your seam up, and use the bottom of your brush to tap this onto the Mod Podge. And then tappity tap, squeeze it up out of there. And I'm going to take my scissors, cut off the piece that was a little bit too long. Alright. I'm kind of thinking I'm just going to leave this at that point. We're going to put a little bit of Mod Podge, and then you're going to seal it. We're going to use a little bit more Mod Podge on the brush. Okay, now at this point, our paint should be dry. I'm just tapping the acid. I cannot talk today. The extra paint that was at the bottom, I just tapped it off basically. Okay, see how much better, even though I did cut too much right there. So let me see if I maybe trim up a little bit more at the bottom here. And I'm doing it over my paper, or away from my craft supplies, so I'm not getting dust on my project. Now it's about almost even in a way. bit more. And then I should have it. What I'm trying to do is just making it straight across, that way it's even up against the frame. 'Cause remember how much more was taken off? And yeah, I'm just lining it back up. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, take our hot glue gun. You gotta kinda hurry so your glue's not drying up on you. And the hot glue should hold it. Ooh, that burnt my finger. Sorry, that really burned it. Yeah, you can tell it's hot because I dropped it. Ooh. Alright, so now we're gonna line up our house was about there. House part here. Sorry for the dogs in the background. They play. It does sound like they're eating each other, but they're not. That is actually the puppy. And once again, I dropped it. I gotta get hot glue off of this before we can got it off of there.
Did you give them a new toy?
That was one of that's one of their toys up in their bedroom. Okay. No, never mind, it won't fit. So I gotta take the tree. Where did I think I left the tree out? I did. It's okay. We won't lose the tree. We can put him up for next year. Because this is the last DIY I'm putting out for Christmas. I believe so, anyway. Alright, so here is DIY 1. And it's just a winter scenery picture. I was thinking about maybe putting a, just to take it off its base and maybe hot gluing it to the bottom of the and it's gonna be alright. I just put glitter all over it. Okay, so there is DIY number 1, a winter scenery picture that you can put out all winter. Okay, so for DIY number 2, I am going to be making a gingerbread wreath using the Dollar Tree holiday scarves. the ones that come out every year for the 4th of July, Christmas. Well, I found them in gingerbread, and I will show you which ones I'm talking about. It's the thinner ones, and they come out. And speaking of Valentine's Day, I went into the Dollar Tree yesterday, and they were putting out Valentine's Day stuff already. So anyway, these are the scarves that I'm referring to. These pretty little, and I found them in gingerbread, and my daughter wanted to do wreaths on the kitchen cabinet doors. And that was first thing I thought of when I seen it was, wow, that would be an actual nice wreath for your kitchen. And I thought, well, which frames would I use? I thought of the little metal ones, which I did also purchase another one of their trees, but I purchased these, and these are the ones I was like, these ones or the metal ones, and I was going back and forth, and you know, to make them for your cabinet doors, you don't want them really all that big, but at the same time, you kind of want them a little bit noticeable. So I thought these ones, the foam frames, would work for this. Now, these are very thin and see-through, so I was thinking, well, you could paint the foam frames white, but then I was like, but it would be kind of flat. So I used one of these on a previous wreath that I made back, I think it was last week or the week before. There's a video on that. But anyway, I thought, well, if I use these and then bring that one on top of it, not only would you not see the green, as you can see, look, you can't see through it now, but it would also be a little bit more fluffier. So I'm going to put this behind the frame to do one that way. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put it flat down onto the table or surface, and then I'm going to lay my wreath on top of it. Now, how to get started on this, you want your hot glue on low so it's not burning the foam wreath. And then I'm just going to lay the towel, basically what it is, it's a towel, to the wreath form. And you can see the smoking of the hot glue when it touches the wreath. So the thing is to get this tight as possible and get it all the way around your wreath form. And you got two, and considering I done used one of these on my DIY from a week or two ago, I'm gonna have to do it and hope for the best that I can get two out of this. Now, I think I can. is I did forget to pick up another pack of this just in case. And I have no finger protectors anymore thanks to Jeremiah. So I'm gonna have to get some more of those because I'm burning my hands today. Okay. Now this, I'm gonna kind of like pull it where I know it's kind of straight because we're gonna cut the middle out of this anyhow. This is the best way. I was trying to figure out what was the best way to lay this, and I felt this way would be the best. And like I said, we're going to cut the middle out anyhow, so in here I'm going to have to wrap it here and there. And around that one. Now, I'm going to cut off and I may cut it again, but for right now I'm going to cut this part off so I could get the wrap around. As you can see, I'm testing it again or checking it again to see which way would be the better way. And I say this would be the better way this way. And when you cut this, you did get a bunch of fuzz balls coming off of it. And that's Jeremiah, you hear breathing in the background. He just took a deep breath and he's right beside the camera. I got fuzz balls on my tip of my gun. Ooh, I need another glue stick. Cut. That big chunk out because you don't want it being too thick in a lot of areas. And I keep putting my finger in hot glue gun in the hot glue. Sorry about that. I had to take a moment to get hot glue off of me. Just if you decide to remake this, just watch your hot glue, because it does burn. Alright, so now we're going to cut this middle part out, and I want to pull it up here. Got a hole started. And watch, because there is still more places that is hot on the hot glue. Now the next step is you're wanting to pull it as tight as you can, and then you're going to pull it and start hot gluing the extra on that end as well. This way I'm just watching my hands in the hot glue because it's hot. My scissors need sharpened. The only thing I'm trying to do is get it where I can pull it up just a little bit more better. Okay, we're almost done with this part, thank goodness. Watch how you put your glue and how you set your fingers, because once you push on it, it's going to come out. Then it'll get on your fingers, and it's hot. Very hot. My hands could take a lot of heat, but sometimes this hot glue is too much. Now what I'm doing is just going around and making sure, you know, that we got everything. Like this one, it was sticking up. I'm just tapping it onto the glue now. And now, we're going to set that aside to dry for a second. Okay. We're going to take one of these scarves. And we are going to have to, I take the tags off because it's easier to work with. I'm going to fold it over, which I don't think is going to be okay, straightened out. So let's straighten it. I'm going to set it flat. No. The way I decided to do it, let's do this way and see how much more you got left over. So that's why I think we might be able to fold it over. Lay it down here and see. I mean, we could do it this way because this is the back of it anyhow. And it will go around. So yeah, this is the way we're going to do it. So you're going to add a corner. I mean, you could even run this down your sewing machine if you wanted to. Use some material glue, tacky glue, and do a seam. I wished I would have probably thought about that and then started it, which I'm going to make another one. I'm just making one now for the video. And I will probably make the seam before I get started, and I'll let you guys know which one worked better. I say the one you make a seam before. Because for one, it feels like it's getting off uneven, I should say. This is what I'm talking about it going. Let's try something else, guys. Not gluing it like that, or you could take it and wrap it. You know, start off like that. I think this way is much prettier once I seen it like this. See, I change it right in the middle and I apologize, but I like it better this way. Instead of glue it at the beginning and then, you know, to start your piece, or you could lay it on there and then wrap around it a couple of times and it'll hold without using any hot glue on this piece, which I wished I would have thought of first. But pull it tightly. And look, you got one that is almost, it should fit all the way around this actually. And it did. And now what I'm going to do is fold it under, and I'm going to use the hot glue again to attach it to the reform. Alright, we're gonna, since the top of it, and look at this, you can even get the gingerbread stuffed animals, and you could glue it to the top. And I wish I would have thought about this yesterday, because I would have picked up a couple of these then. So we're going to do one. We're going to put glue on his little bottom. And then we're going to set him right in the middle. No, come back up here. Ooh, glue right on my hands. I'm holding him while the glue sets up. And now what you want to do, he'll be okay. We're going to get some ribbon out. We're going to take the red glittery. I'm going to make two. I'm going to fold it over. gonna put it around this. And then I'm gonna put this in over my cabinet door. And over, and that's the way it's gonna hang. And look how adorable that is. Tell me what y'all think. I think it came out pretty. And I wished I would have thought about this. Now I gotta run to the Dollar Tree and see if they got any more gingies left. But you get add a bow or anything to this project. And like I said, now the white I would still glue around the reform. Just to have the thickness to it. I think. Alright, we're going to wrap this around. And then we're going to... Oh, wait a minute. We're going to not do this. I apologize. For the third DIY, this old fall piece from the Dollar Tree. We are going to, hopefully it don't break. Okay, here we go. You can keep this and put it inside a wreath. Can you get me some water in this spray bottle, please? And I'm going to try to remove this paper, and then we're going to give it a coat of paint. You guys can see it's ripping pretty easy, but there's going to be some parts that we're going to have to spray. I just sprayed it a little bit and got my little scraper piece here, and some of it just comes right on off once you get it started. And by adding the water just helps loosen it. And this is actually the easiest one I've had to do this. Alright, if you haven't guessed already, we are going to make a cutting board. And then I got these ornaments from Hobby Lobby or Walmart for $1.98. And then we're going to glue them to this. We're going to take this, we're going to sand everything up. Make sure it's all good and cleaned up. Get all these wood pieces off of here. I really need to get one of those little vacuums. And no, I am dumping this in a bag, not on my fork. Okay, so now, or you could flip it over, if you can get the tag off. and you will have a nice, firm, smooth surface to start fresh on. Which I am going to see if I can remove this sticker. Then we could go ahead and use this side. Okay, we cleaned up that back for a good reason. We're going to do one coat. And this comes from Waverly Chalk Paint. It's in the color white that we're going to use. And I really like this paint because one coat is all it takes. So good and thick.
I just got like 12 of these shots with you just painting. I will use one.
Well, this is why you should be behind the camera speeding it up and doing this stuff. Only so fast I can go with my hands. Okay, while this is drying, we're going to go ahead and do the decorate with me and do the tree. Then we'll get these has got a little dinky holder and you just twist it. And that removes everything we gotta, well, this one went straight through that one's poor head and I did not see that at the store. Okay, and then that's what you did to that. And then we're just going to wait till the paint dries. And I figure while the paint is drying on that, then we could go ahead and do the Christmas tree. Alright, so we're gonna do the tree while we're waiting on this to dry. So I bought the Farm Fresh Christmas tree bottom, and I also got a tree skirt for it as well. It's the burlap with the red griddly and snowflakes on it. I really got it because I'm hoping it matches the gingerbread theme. And I got this to put on it as well, but I don't think we're going to use it, to be honest. But we'll see. Got a little dinky snowman everywhere. I'm going to take some Ziploc ties. We're going to leave them off on one of them. take the bottom off of one of them. And then on the other one, you're going to keep the stands. And then you're going to push everything over on the right and left hand side, make it flat as possible. Which I'm sure you guys have seen lots of these get put together. I do one for every season, or every holiday I should say. And this is the second time I've done a decorate with me as well. Never know, it may be something we do every year. But the same thing, we're going to flatten it all out. And then what you're going to do is put them either side by side and put that up above the base to make it fuller. And then you're going to take some Ziploc ties. Okay, but you could do it that way. I am personally going to move it up because after the season, I think I'm going to use this for another kind of tree, for a decorate with just white lights. You're going to feed your Ziploc ties. And I'm doing that to hold it. So anyway, go up a couple of inches. Alright, this time, flip it over. Alright. Yeah, it's time we get done with this. This is going to be dry. It's almost there now. Move it around because the one in the bottom has got to snap. Take that one off and now we're going to really put it on there. You're going to cut off your tails. And now we're going to stick our little feet on it to make the little stand. Well, I just put that one on backwards, upside down, but that happens. You just take it off of there. Now you may want to put some glue inside your base to hold it. Now you're wanting to fluff it out here. Bobby, can you go in there and get me 2 sets of the Dollar Tree LED lights, please? They're in there in that white drawer thingy.
We need batteries.
Yeah, I know. The first thing we're gonna do I'm starting to think maybe I should have put 3 together. But I can make this a little bit fuller. When you go in there and get a package of those long green things that looks like trees. They're laying right there on that there, see? Yep, that's it, Bubby. Thank you. I went to some of these and I purchased them from Walmart. You got 10 of them for $2.44. My Dollar Tree never got them in, and if they did, they came on a day and left the same day because I'm in there almost every day. Now what you want to do is put it around your tree and twist it, and then I'm going to do this now on every piece of wire that is showing. Okay, on some of them, the areas you may have to stick to, like I just did on that end. The further down at the bottom that you get, the bushier I like my tree. So alright, let's see how that is looking. And I do want my front forward and the back. Nobody's gonna see the back. We got 2 more pieces, so we might as well use them. Right here, that I've seen. Okay. last one right here. We put 10 extra pieces on this tree. Alright, so now we're gonna hang our string of lights on them. Now these also came from the Dollar Tree. You have to add 2 AA batteries. Or you can go on Amazon and get a battery operated ones, which comes in very handy for certain projects. I want this battery pack to, you're not going to see it at the bottom. Get rid of this. This is what the LED lights, and my Dollar Tree for the first time in years had a ton of them this year. I don't know what it is, but our Dollar Tree is really keeping it stocked and very good and clean. But we have a new manager in there, and he's very nice. He says he's got him a good team behind him right now. They're all very nice and just... So anyway, we're gonna put the lights on it. I'm gonna spread them out a little bit more because I'm not trying to do 3 strands. I'll get them right here as well. And the battery packs are on. I'm not on, but the batteries, the lights are on the tree, not batteries. So I got a couple of the ornaments that I haven't used yet. So I'm going to hang them up on the tree because it is going in the kitchen. So why not put some gingerbread men on it and girls. And I got a couple more. I just got to get them out. And we'll find some other things to go on it. We got a bunch of little bulbs somewhere outside on the porch right now. Back porch. But I'm going to decorate them with these little flowers. They're actually pretty cute on there.
You're so cute.
Ain't they? I got so too. And then I picked up these bows here to put on a couple of them, and I'm going to use one for the topper of the tree. Sorry for that little noise in the background. It's Jeremiah back there laughing about something. Alright, so we got a couple more blue I didn't see. Alright, here is our kitchen / YouTube tree. Here we go. And like I said, I'm leaving the back bare because we do not see the back anyhow. I'm gonna have to put glue in this. Get it to stay in there like it should. Yeah, I'm gonna let that glue dry before I put the bed skirt on it. Okay, we're gonna continue on with this project. Alright, I have been trying to figure out what can I put on that besides the gingerbread. And I still cannot think of anything besides, and I don't know where they went off to. And these flies, I am so ready to strangle them. Okay, I have used the snowflakes. And I really am looking for something to do this one with, at least. That one is my favorite, I think. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put that there just to make it look like it's a pocket of some sort, I think. We'll give it a shot and see what it looks like afterwards. So let's get our Mod Podge out. Lay down, girls, now. Sorry, my dogs are wanting to play and they're jumping around. Lay it. Now, Destiny, go lay it. Now. They sound like a bunch of cows running through there. Duchess. Go lay it, Destiny. Now. Move it. And I'm still gonna work on this napkin or on this project while the mud light is drying because of time on this video. Make sure. And the only reason why I'm doing the napkin is to make it kind of look like it's got a pocket or just some kind of pop color besides what's going to be on the gingerbread. Alright, I'm sealing the sides to make sure there is not going to be no pilling later on. They won't ever come up. We're going to continue on working on it. So I think I'm going to place the little boy there and the little girl there. Okay, I'm going to stick hot glue around the edges. But in the middle, I am going to put my E6000 just because this is a pretty good heavy ornament. And I don't want it falling off later on. So this E6000 will hold it permanently. Now, you cannot mix them, but you can use them separately. Just make sure that they stay apart. Find your placement, push down. And I'm sorry about the flies also. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put my E6000. My podge got on it a little bit. Take my E6000 and I'm going to put it all in the middle. I'm going to take my hot glue gun, as you can see, around the edges, just so we can have that instant. Oh, I'm getting ready to burn you, fly. Alright, now we're going to let them sit there for a minute, and we're going to decide trying to find my scissors. Alright, I don't know what happened to my scissors. Oh, right here. I don't know if I'm just gonna tie a bow. A regular bow and see what it looks like. I know it wouldn't look like this, but I'm looking to see if this one would be okay. One similar. This is not all my ribbon. Alright, so alright, what y'all think about this bow? Of course, not that long with the tails. I need to bring in the bows a little bit more, I think. Cut my tails off. Alright, smaller bow. Let it not hang this much, not at all. Here, we'll let it dangle. Okay. As soon as you put the hot glue on this, you better hope you got your placement, because you're not going to be able to hold it. And it will literally and I'm going to place a little bell right in the center of my bow. take some of this candy cane ribbon. Run it through the hole. I'm gonna make a little knot on the top here. And I want to thank you for watching my videos. If you don't mind, if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Share this video out, please. It'll help my channel grow. And once again, when I get up to 100 subscribers, I will give away a napkin bundle. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram. And I believe that is it, people. Bye. See you on my next one.